My name is Adrian Cole. Welcome to Cheating Stories Stars. The night my wife tried to humiliate me, I was already holding the one secret that could destroy her entire story.
My name is Adrian Cole, and the night my wife tried to humiliate me, I was already holding the one thing that could destroy her entire story. It happened at 9:43 p.m. I remember because I was staring at the clock when she walked into the dining room with another man. Not secretly, not nervously. She walked in like she had rehearsed the moment. 3 people were sitting at the table: her sister, her mother, and me. The man stopped behind her. Then my wife Claire looked directly into my eyes. "We need to talk." I almost laughed. Not because anything was funny, because I had spent 6 weeks waiting for those words. Her mother looked uncomfortable. Her sister wouldn't meet my eyes. The stranger placed a folder on the table. Claire sat down. Then she said the sentence she had clearly practiced. "I've decided to leave you." Silence. I looked at the folder, then at her. "You wanted me to hear this here?" She smiled. That smile told me everything. She wasn't leaving. She was performing. She wanted witnesses. She wanted me small. What she didn't know was that I had stopped being surprised weeks ago. I just hadn't stopped collecting evidence. For months, Claire had been different. Not dramatically. That would have been easier. It was the tiny things. Her phone turned face down. Long showers after work. Passwords changed without explanation. A new perfume she never wore around me. And every Friday she had somewhere she needed to be. I asked once. She said work. I didn't argue. The strange part wasn't that I suspected another man. The strange part was that I suspected there was something bigger. Because Claire had never been careless. She was too organized. Too calculated. If she were cheating, she wouldn't leave traces. But someone had. A receipt. A hotel invoice. A photograph accidentally backed up to our shared cloud. The man in the photograph was the same man standing behind her that night. His name was Daniel. I knew his name before Claire ever introduced him. I also knew something she didn't know I knew. Daniel wasn't her lover, at least not in the way she wanted everyone to believe. I didn't confront her. I changed. Quietly. I started documenting everything. Dates, calls, bank transactions, messages. I spoke to an attorney. Then I made one decision that felt colder than anger. I stopped asking questions. Instead, I watched. People reveal themselves when they believe they have control. Claire became careless. She began telling her friends I was unstable. She told her family I had become controlling. Then came the final piece. She told Daniel I would never discover the truth. That sentence reached me through someone she trusted. And I finally understood the game. Claire wasn't simply leaving me. She was preparing to destroy my reputation before she did. She wanted everyone to believe I had driven her away. She wanted sympathy. She wanted the house. And she wanted me too embarrassed to fight. So I let her believe she had won. 3 days before that dinner, I received a document. A private investigator had confirmed what I couldn't prove myself. Daniel had been helping Claire move money. Not into his account. Into an account under a name I recognized. Her mother's. And the money had been disappearing from our joint business for almost a year. But there was something else. Something Claire never expected me to discover. The account wasn't opened recently. It had been opened 11 years earlier. 2 months before Claire met me. The beneficiary was not her mother. It was Claire's first husband. Her first husband, who everyone believed had died overseas. He hadn't. He was alive. And Daniel was his son. I stared at the report for a long time. Then I understood the entire nightmare. Claire hadn't fallen in love with Daniel. She had been hiding a family secret. She had married me because my business gave her access to money. The affair story was only camouflage. That was the part that almost impressed me. Almost. So when she placed that folder in front of me, I didn't open it. Instead, I placed my own folder beside it. Claire's smile disappeared. "What is that?" I looked at Daniel. Then back at her. "You're ending." She froze. I slid the first document toward her. Her bank transfers. Then the account records. Then the investigator's report. Finally, I placed one photograph on top. A photograph of the man she claimed had died. Alive, standing beside her. Claire stopped breathing. Her mother grabbed the photograph. Daniel stepped backward. And suddenly, the room that had been designed to humiliate me became a courtroom, without a judge. Claire whispered, "Where did you get this?" I leaned back. "You taught me something." She stared at me. "What?" People lie when they're afraid. But documents don't. She started crying. I didn't. She begged me to listen. I didn't. She said she could explain. I believed her. That was the problem. I had believed her for years. I stood up and placed one final envelope on the table. My attorney already has copies. Claire looked at me. Her face changed completely, because now she understood. I hadn't come to defend myself. I had come prepared to leave. The house was already being transferred. The business accounts had been separated. The evidence had already been submitted. And the man she thought would sit there, broken and begging her to stay, simply walked away. Outside, the night air felt different. Not lighter, just honest. I had spent years believing betrayal was the worst thing someone could do to you. I was wrong. The worst thing is allowing someone else's deception to become your identity. Claire wanted me humiliated. Instead, she showed me exactly who she was. I never called her again. I never needed revenge. She had already lost the only thing she thought she was taking from me. Control. And the last thing I gave her was silence. Because sometimes the cruelest ending isn't watching someone suffer. It's realizing they no longer matter enough for you to watch.